Take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
47. Check, 47. In the face.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They go play action here on first down. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They run it again with Kamara. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Murray. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2, now third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Breeze. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. Breeze now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Again has it complete. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now it's Wilson rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 70 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go. Let's go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Drop deep.
Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, steps away. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. 25 yards that time. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 21 yards away, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
5-8.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. This is Carson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson eluded. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A.J. Klein coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Alert.
On 3rd down, Wilson out to it, and he's going to go down again. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah,
and I think the ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and lead.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Ready?
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Again, it's Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to take the lead here in the final minute. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Toss play, Kamara. A little track jump. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. Oh, nice move. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Bree's going to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Here's Thomas Morstead now. As he's... And how about this? A fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
14, got it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 22 yards there, a first down. Play action. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his left. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now it's Carson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4...